Hello, I'm Daniel Sokol. I'm a visiting lecturer in medical ethics at Imperial College's Centre for Continuing Professional Development and a barrister specialising in medical law at the Inner Temple in London. I've been teaching doctors, nurses and medical students for many years, both here in the UK and abroad, and it was a real honour for me to be invited by the Dr. Prem Nath Barry Educational Trust to deliver medical ethics courses to clinicians in India, a country that has such a rich medical tradition. I very much look forward to meeting you all in person in India and for us to exchange experiences and to learn from each other. So what is medical ethics? Medical ethics, in essence, is concerned with the ethical issues that arise in medicine. They include consent, confidentiality, truth-telling, beginning of life issues, end of life issues, resource allocation questions, conflicts between relatives and the medical team, and so on. And many of these issues have been around since the beginning of medicine. The Hippocratic Oath, for example, which is here on my wall, is full of instructions to doctors on how to behave ethically. But technology and advances in medicine have introduced new ethical issues, new complexities of which clinicians today must be aware. Every specialty, from pediatrics to neurosurgery, is going to be faced with its own set of ethical issues. Every clinician, from the most junior to the most senior, will from time to time encounter some ethical difficulties. That's why it's so important for clinicians to have a sound knowledge of medical ethics so that they can make the right decision when it really matters and thereby improve the care that they provide to their patient. It's no longer enough for clinicians to know a lot about the technical side of medicine. They must also know about ethics and professionalism. What will be covered in the course? The training course has a practical focus which will cover key areas of medical ethics. We will look in detail at the 4 principles of medical ethics: the principle of respect for patient autonomy, the principle of beneficence, doing good, the principle of non-maleficence, not causing harm, and the principle of justice. But we'll also look at the notions of trust and power and how these are relevant to the ethical practice of medicine. We'll learn to apply the principles to concrete situations and look at different methodologies for the identification and the resolution of cases, including the 4 quadrants approach that is so popular in North America. So if you take the example in the brochure to the course, which is about a patient who presents with a ruptured aortic aneurysm and who is rushed to the operating theatre, his chances of survival are very poor. And just as pre-oxygenation is about to begin, the patient asks the anaesthetist, "I am going to be all right, aren't I, doctor?" Is it ethical for the unhopeful anaesthetist to deceive the patient in this case? What would you do if you were the anaesthetist? Or if you were a colleague whose opinion was sought in this case? How would you analyze this case in terms of the ethical principles and duties? And how would you justify your decision if you were challenged about it? The goal of the course is to give you the tools and the knowledge to make good, reasoned decisions about even the most complicated ethical problems. These tools will lead to better decisions and ultimately will improve patient care and improve trust in the medical profession. The course will bring you and your institution, whether you're in a large government hospital or hidden away in a rural part of India, right up to date with the latest thinking and developments in medical ethics. So thank you for your attention, and I hope to see you soon.